Live from the French Quarter, this is Eyewitness News Weekends.
Today, middle and high school students competed in the Class Got Brass competition at the New World Rhythms Festival at Congo Square. The top 3 schools will win thousands of dollars in instruments, instrument repair, and other supplies for their band program. Troy Trombone Shorty Andrews is also helping local students by donating a total of 50 horns to New Orleans schools. It looks like it was a great day for all of that.
The French Quarter, this is Eyewitness News Weekends.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation is giving back. Today, the nonprofit wrapped up the last day of its Congo Square New World Rhythms Festival by giving away more than $30,000 worth of instruments to local schools. And as Jacqueline Kelly reports, it was a fun way to fill a need in the community.
Today, student brass bands from all over the metro area came to compete in this year's Class Got Brass competition. And with a lot of money on the line, students gave it their all. But there could be only one winner. St. Augustine High School won first place, and with it, the $10,000 in instruments. It was the brass band's first year performing in the competition. Students gave up their weekends to practice, and today proved their hard work paid off during their big debut.
Very surprised, but at the same time, well deserved, because we worked so hard. I have some kids who would like to be a part of the band, but therefore we do not have enough instruments, so this would really help.
Scott Ages with the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation says their nonprofit is dedicated to supporting band directors, music teachers, and their programs. This year, they gave away more than $30,000 worth of instruments.
In fact, a lot of the band directors tell us that new professional brass bands are starting among their students as a result of competing in this program.
I see a couple of students out there in some of those high school bands that's ready to do some gigs already. I was very inspired and I was happy to see them.
As part of today's competition, Trombone Shorty donated 25 trumpets and 25 trombones to several area schools. But he says his partnership with the Jazz and Heritage Foundation is just the beginning.
We'll have a lot more coming later this year, so my plan is to get them in every school that has a music program here in the city.
The goal? To preserve the musical traditions of the city while investing in its future. Jacqueline Kelly, Eyewitness News.
That's cute, huh?
Those kids can play.
More than 24 markers show where bullets hit homes and vehicles in a Jefferson Parish neighborhood. The search for those responsible as neighbors face repair bills. Russia deploys thousands of troops in its regions near the Ukrainian border, raising concerns that it could use unrest in the east as a pretext for crossing the border.
We had some rain around earlier, but the radar a little bit more impressive tonight. Details on just who'll see rain coming up.
Through music, you can go far, because we got a lot of young musicians that's into music, but some type of way we get them, they get lost to the streets.
And local high school students compete in a battle of the bands, how a celebrity stepped in to make their dreams come true. Fox 8 News at 10 starts now.
From Louisiana's home team, this is Fox 8 News at 10 p.m.
Local high school students battle it out for cash and new musical instruments. And with the help of a homegrown celebrity today, students' dreams are becoming reality. LeBron Joseph started playing trombone at the age of 3. Sunday afternoon, with hundreds watching at Congo Square, Joseph and his bandmates put on quite a show.
We basically issued a challenge to band directors in the entire state of Louisiana. If you've got a marching band of 100 kids, can you pick 10 of them and create a New Orleans-style brass band?
The stakes were high. Winners received cash for their school's band program from the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation. They also received instruments purchased by Trombone Shorty, who says the importance of music in a young person's life can't be underestimated.
Through music, you can go far, because we got a lot of young musicians that's into music, but some type of way we get them, they get lost to the streets. So I'm just letting them know, if you take this serious, it can be your passport to see the world.
Trombone Shorty says the dedication these students have shown to music so far is impressive.
It's a Sunday. They can be playing basketball or doing whatever they want to do, video games, but for them to show up and play some music and want to keep the legacy going, it makes me smile.
For LeBron Joseph and the rest of the crew from St. Aug, their hard work paid off.
The winner of the $10,000 goes to St. Augustine High School. St. Aug, baby!
The high school senior says this isn't the only thing he hopes to accomplish. He wants to be just like the man who's given back so much to students across the city.
I look up to him. He's one of my role models.
And maybe one day, be just as successful. This is the third year that Jazz and Heritage Foundation hosted the Class Got Brass competition. The prize money given to the schools comes from Jazz Fest ticket sales.
Rain or shine, several events are still going on throughout the area. One of those is the Congo Square New World Rhythms Fest, put on by the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation. There's no shortage of good music here, but besides that great music, there's food and interesting crafts. And you'll experience music and dance of Africa, the Caribbean, and the Gulf South. Plus, you'll also get a chance to hear from students showcasing their skills.
We're playing a few songs, and I hope that we do very well, and we ask the Lord to watch over us today.
Third annual Class Got Brass competition. It features middle and high schoolers with brass bands from Louisiana. They're facing off right now in a second line. The winners will get more than $20,000 in instruments for their program. Tonight, Trombone Shorty is also going to give away 50 horns to New Orleans schools. There's several still great acts that are scheduled to perform tonight. The festival wraps up around 8. Again, it's going on at Armstrong Park on Rampart, and it's all free. Crowds gathered at Congo Square today to enjoy a nice mix of music. The New World Rhythms Fest is put on by the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation. It features music and dance of Africa, the Caribbean, and the Gulf South.
I love it because I love the African music and I collect African instruments. So I was really excited to come out and expose my grandchildren to it.
Lots of excited people out there. This festival coincided with the Class Got Brass competition. It's a competition where students from several brass bands in the state compete for more than $20,000 in instruments for their program. Trombone Shorty was also out there tonight. He gave away 50 horns to New Orleans schools.